Salutations, Earthlings. Happy Thursday. Happy August. Thursday in August. Oh my God, so exciting. It's August, y'all. It's August, my birth month, and I'm happy. I'm excited. I'm very excited for today's guest. Today's guest is very special to me, and you all are going to meet her in just a few moments. But I'm here. It's Thursday. I made it through another day. I worked today. I worked my 9 to 5. I'm sorry, y'all hear my AC because y'all know I'll be hot flashing. So you're going to hear it periodically. How about that? But today was a great day. Tomorrow's Friday. The weekend's coming up. So we're going to have us a good time, hopefully. This weekend, I think I'm not going to do much of anything. I think I'm going to relax. Last weekend, I was at the International Black Theater Festival, and it took me until probably today to recuperate, which is okay. So first, let's get into our sponsors. Do I have my sponsors? If not, I'll just go ahead and call them out by name. I wasn't sure if I gave them the graphics for the sponsors for this particular show, but of course, my sponsor is The Sweetest Lime Hair Care and the Sweetest Lime Spa and Hair Care with Micaiah Mitchell. Y'all see she keeps my hair fresh. She keeps my locks looking good. She also has a braider in her shop. She has a esthetician in there, 2 nail technicians, and a massage therapist. So what you need to do is if you're local, you can go over there and see her. If not, you can call her at, what is it, 336 734-3400. It's a shot, but I know that number by heart. So if you're interested, give her a call, go see her, go follow her on social media, Instagram and TikTok under at the Sweetest Lime, and then on Facebook under Micaiah Mitchell. And whenever you do see her, let her know that Carla sent you, okay? So now we are going to get directly into this show. I'm very excited because the guest is somebody I'm very, very fond of. Somebody I've known a very, very long time. I have an author that's coming on, and this author is going to tell us about her very interesting life and why she wrote this book and all the steps she had to take to get to writing this book. And then we're going to talk about this book, and hopefully you too will go out and buy this book because it is available now on Amazon. And I'm not sure where else she's selling it, but we'll get into that when we bring her on. So I introduced to you, some of you, and reacquaint some of you with my aunt, Burness C. King, author. Yes, you can add that to your title, author. I said country, but whatever. You know what I'm saying. Hey, auntie.
Hello,
Let's don't get on here and get shy on me. Don't you do it.
No, I'm not shy, Carla.
I know.
Thank you for having
Thank you
me.
so much for coming on. I'm so glad to have you on here. I said, oh, when I asked, I said, oh, I hope she said yes. And you did. So here we are. Thank you for coming, and thank you for being a part of the Crazy Carla Concoctions show. Before we get started, let's show everybody what we're drinking. What are you drinking, Aunt Burness?
I have a warm tea with honey and apple cider vinegar.
That sounds good. Sounds yummy. I love apple cider vinegar and honey. Yeah, that's good. And then I have a concoction of ginger ale, tart cherry juice, and cranberry juice. I didn't put any alcohol in there this time because I've been a good girl this week. I'm trying to drop a few more pounds, so I said that for the weekend. So how about that? So today we have juice and tea, and everybody's happy. So, Aunt Burness, tell the people where you're from and where you're at.
Okay, I'm from Linden, North Carolina. Just north of Fayetteville and south of Lillington, if anybody can relate to that. So then near Fayetteville. Yes, that's where I'm from, and that's where I reside even now. So I reside at home. Yes, I'm at home.
Okay, that's wonderful. Now, have you lived in Linden all your life?
Well, no, I went to North just a little while, stayed in New Jersey for a moment, other than that, here.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. And Aunt Burness, you said you're from North Carolina. You live in North Carolina. You resided in New Jersey.
Yeah.
Um, Tell the people what you do for a living.
Wow, I am just extremely retired, right? And enjoy every minute of it. But so what I do, I don't call it work. I do what I want to do. Every day of my life, I do what I want to do, right?
That is so
At
good. Mm.
this age, I have that permission. However,
Mm.
my day is filled with things. I do a lot of things, but it's what I want to do, right? I
Right.
I I'm a big time gardener. I love growing my veggies and stuff. So I
Yes,
work
ma'am.
really hard at that. I love the flowers in the yard, keep them going. And I have a fig tree garden where I have a big fig tree in my backyard. I go break pieces from that fig tree and root them. You know,
Okay.
propagate is a proper word, but I love big root because I'm just country. I root the fig tree plants and I have all these pots lined up. Like my goal is to have 60 because they all don't make it. Yes,
Oh, okay.
yeah, they all don't make it. So I'm over crowd the place, make more than I want. So
Okay.
that enough at the end. So that's what I do. I root them, they grow up and get pretty, and then I sell them. In fact, that's how I help to pay for my publisher for my book with money made from the fig trees. So I have a fig tree farm, I have a mum farm, growing mums that I sell in the fall. Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
And with you growing your own food and things, you said you're retired. What are you retired from?
Well, I had a sewing and designing shop in Fayetteville. That was the last job I had. I've always done sewing and everything, but I had a shop where I would sew and design clothes for people. I made all kinds of, I made clothing. I made ministers' robes and gowns and everything. I was more of the word was out. If it doesn't fit, bring it to me. I'll make it fit you.
You
So
are a seamstress.
yeah,
Yeah. She said, I be sewing. Y'all, my aunt was like the top echelon of seamstresses down there in Fayetteville, okay? She could sew anything. And we're going to talk about that too. She made quilts for all of her nieces, me being one of them. And I cherish this quilt. And we're going to get into that because my aunt gardens, she sews. She's a minister of the gospel. She's a Christian or ordained minister. What else, Auntie? Am I missing something? You do everything.
I do. I have a consignment shop where I
Yes.
sell top quality clothes in there and all kind of accessories. And I love it because I am retired, so I don't have to be there every day. It's like a consignment shop, and you put a code on everything in your shop. So when you go to the register to pay for it, it goes under my code. And on Thursdays I hang out up there just to meet the people that come to shop for me and just talk with people. That today was my hangout day there. You know.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
Yes.
your shop, is it like in a flea market type situation, or is it in a building standalone? Because it's not in Linden. Where is your shop? Because people might want to go.
Okay, it's in Dunn. It's in
Okay.
like the Sears shopping center where the Sears moved on. It used to be there in
Okay.
North Carolina, and it's Boleca's. The name of
Okay.
Boleca's the shop. So what you do, you go in that shop and you rent the space and set your shop up. So really,
Oh, okay. We got something like that here. It's called Marketplace Mall, where you have different stores,
mhm,
and some people have you have stores, and then you have people that are like a flea market type situation.
yeah, but better,
Okay,
but
very
upgrade.
nice. I love it.
In fact,
Be-
I set mine up, but mine is actually a boutique. It's not. I don't.
right,
It's not
it's
really.
a whole boutique.
Yeah, cute. It's very cute boutique. Yeah.
I love it. I got to
Yeah.
get down there and see it. I said I'm gonna get down there and see it with my own eyes.
Yes. Good.
But whenever we have family reunion, y'all, my aunt brings all the gifts for us to have raffles and things. And this family reunion, we had so much stuff between her and which auntie sent the raffle stuff?
Aunt Rita.
Yes, Aunt Rita. Aunt Rita sent all the raffle stuff, y'all. Y'all, we had so many gifts and stuff that everybody was happy. Everybody left with something they wanted. It was amazing. But she has the shop. She showed people how to garden. And y'all, if you would, if you hear, say hi, comment, like something, share, do all of that. We're happy to have you here. I am talking with Burness C. King, author of, name your book, Auntie.
Living Beyond Rheumatoid Arthritis.
Okay, so she just recently authored a book called Living Beyond Rheumatoid Arthritis. And it's available on which platforms? Is it just Amazon right now?
Right now, it's just Amazon. You get the ebook and the paperback, and the audible on the way. Maybe like another week down the road, you'll be able to get the Audible book in my voice. I recorded in my voice. So
you recorded it yourself? You did your own audio, Aunt Burness?
I went to the studio. They did it at the studio. Yeah.
Really? I did not know that.
Yeah, it's just I just did that Monday. It's just happening Monday. Well, the book release was just a week ago, so
yes,
August the 1st. So
But how was that doing how was it reading it? That was a different experience, huh?
It was so different. But the guy with the studio made it so easy. They're right here in Fayetteville. See, my publisher, Penning His Grace Publishers in Fayetteville, and the other is the recording person to do the Audible. So it was my whole thing was different because I was dealing with people I could touch. Not mind that I had to just deal with. We didn't have to meet face to face. Just for the recording I did. Really awesome, and it was like somebody I could reach out to anytime. So it made it easy. So my brother was the one that did the recording. So that was good.
And I didn't even know. I didn't even see that. Look, y'all, we have a family chat and we talk every day, the whole family. And I didn't know you had did an Audible. So I was like, oh, okay. This is my first time hearing about that. That's wonderful, Aunt Burness. So, y'all, once again, if you're just coming on, we're talking with Burness C. King, author of Living
Beyond Rheumatoid Arthritis.
See, she knows how to say. I don't want to mess it up. Living Beyond Rheumatoid Arthritis. Now, listen, I know my auntie a minister of God, but y'all, I'm proving a point. Auntie, what is your zodiac sign? You know I gotta ask everybody on here. I got to ask.
I was born February 7th, so I would fall under Aquarius.
That's Pisces.
February 7th? No,
February. No, that is Aquarius.
It is.
I'm pretty sure Aquarius. And I just love you down. You are such it explains a lot. Y'all, my aunt was the aunt that did not play. It was fun, but she did not play, okay? And you can think she was going to get away with something, and you were not. She did not play about that. So we're going to go backwards a little bit. So you're a mother. You said you lived in New Jersey. I know you lived there for a little while, and you raised your children. How many children do you have?
I have 2. I love to say 4 because my daughter-in-law and my son-in-law are like my children too. So I have a son and a daughter that married awesome husband and wife. You know what I mean? So
I love that. I love that.
James and Kim are my son and daughter in love. I call it. In-law is not close enough. So
right.
I have 4 granddaughters. And I have 2 grandsons and 3 great-grandsons.
Now, y'all, my auntie look good. Y'all ain't gonna believe how old my auntie is, but believe me, she is a seasoned citizen. But not as seasoned as you would think. She is, listen, hey, black don't crack. Okay, that's what I'm gonna tell y'all. Black don't crack, and I'm so glad that it don't, because I know I got something to look for, because women in my family, we look good, honey. Thank you. Hallelujah. Okay, now, auntie got kids. Now, before you became a minister, when we were younger, you were a Muslim, which is how my cousin has her Muslim name. She has a Arabic name. And what was that like going from being a Christian to a Muslim to going back to being a Christian? What was that like? I've always wanted to ask you that and just never asked.
Well, it was difficult because the Muslim part of me was actually a run in life, trying to get to where I need to be. You know,
Oh,
it was
sorry.
it's okay. Yeah.
Keep talking.
Yeah, it was a caught up situation, but a life saving situation. You know what I mean? That
Yes, ma'am.
led me to it was the black Muslim Assalamu alaikum deal. You know what I mean? I was a kid trying to make it, in my run from life, but yet, I ran back to where I started, where I belong. Because that was a part of my life that I was doing it to keep up with life, just to make it. Somebody rescued me in a bad place and led me there. But in the middle of it all, I must tell you, I was crying. I was crying Jesus in the middle of it all.
The
But yet,
whole time.
the whole time. But I had to do what I felt I had to do to make it. Just young, and I was like 17, 18 years old, So yeah, I was very young.
I didn't know you were that young when you became a Muslim, Aunt Burness.
Yes, Wakia wasn't born.
Yeah.
Started that, yeah.
Wow. Okay. Um. So you became a minister. You're a gardener. You're a seamstress. What made you start on this journey? Because the whole book is a culmination of your whole life process, and you have such an interesting life. You come from a rural place, but you never had that kind of mind. To me, like, your mind is so vast. You always was the person who had these deep discussions. I used to sit and listen to y'all talk, and you would talk about things, even though you were laughing, especially when it came to God and things of those nature. And what made you decide that, what started you down the path to becoming a raw vegan and then writing this book?
Okay, well, it started out just being vegan, plant-based, right?
Okay.
2 years ago. What got me started, though, I was dealing seriously with rheumatoid arthritis,
Yes.
attacking my body big time. I was wheelchair bound for real. You know what I mean? It was horrible pain and inflammation, and it was like traveling, just balancing my body. My right hand messed up. I know in a couple of days the left hand's going to be that way. Same with the knees or the legs. Everything was just bad.
Okay.
I've told the story many times. I was out in an outing with some people. It was with a group that we, church affiliated group. And we went
Okay.
to Raleigh to Cheesecake Factory. It just happened overnight because me making the change, because we were with the group at a Cheesecake Factory, and then it's in Raleigh near the mall. We're doing a lot of walking. I wasn't able to do it, but I kept pushing it because I don't want to be a disturbance to the group. You know what I mean? I don't want them to have to stop what they were doing because I'm in pain. So I suffered through the day, very painful. And that evening, we went to my brother's house in Raleigh, Roger Jr. And I was telling his wife how I had suffered all day, Mary. I was telling her I suffered all day, just pain and hurting. And I said I just kept it a secret. I didn't want to disturb the activity because everybody was having such a good time. And she said to me, "You need to watch this." And she was taking me to the TV to watch something, right? A documentary, but I'm not a television person. You know what I mean? I'm not a movie person. I mean, if I'm watching something, it's got to be something that's going to help me the next day. I got to walk.
Okay.
I got to walk away with it, and I grab something that's going to help me go on in life. It's not enough for me to watch a movie and it's like a love story and they got to figure out what's going on here. No, I don't have time for that. But I was in such I'm sorry. I was in such pain that day when she said it to me. Hurting too much. The fuss was like, well, okay. So I said that she put it on. And this man came on saying, my mother died with this. My father died with this. Just naming all the ailments that had gone through his family. People had died from, was sick with. But what he was saying was they didn't have to die. They didn't have to
Okay.
have this, So it really got my attention. So what that documentary was saying to me, that you don't have to have this rheumatoid arthritis. You can change your diet, do this. It was all about a plant-based diet.
Okay.
It was cooked food, you know. That's what it was all about. I listened. She gave me the documentary to take home and a book to go,
Okay.
And it was by Mike Anderson, and it was called the RAVE diet, RAVE. And
Okay.
yes, and I got home, I watched it again and took notes because I wanted to hear just what he was saying, because I made my mind up. I'm going to try this. If this is going to get me out of this misery, going to take away my pain, and I can walk away without it, I'm going to try it. And that's what I did.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was on
And how long were you, before we do that, hi, Melissa. I always like to speak to my guests when they come in and speak to us. Melissa Williams says, hey. So, hey, Melissa. How long, when you started going vegan, did you start noticing a difference when you first went plant-based?
Just a few days. It took a few days. I could truly tell a difference. We're talking like 3-4 days in. I could feel a difference. I felt enough difference to say, hey, I'm going for this.
Okay.
Because I had gone to cold turkey, because I got information on Saturday. I cleaned my house out on Sunday. By Monday, I was at it.
Wow.
All the way. I was at it. It wasn't easy. It was hard, but I had my mind up. I'm going to do it. And that's what I did.
So how long have you been living a plant-based life?
22 years.
22 years, Burness. It's been that long.
Yes, 22 years.
And when did you become raw vegan?
It's almost 2 years now. A year and 11 months. Yeah, so it's almost 2 years.
And what made you decide to become raw vegan, versus being because explain to people the difference.
Okay, vegan plant-based. First of all, vegan and vegan plant-based is different.
Okay.
A vegan can be very unhealthy because they can eat, yes, a vegan can eat Oreo cookies, potato chips, Pepsi Colas all day long, because vegan meaning it does not have animal products in it. Nothing from the animal is in it.
Okay.
That's what vegan means. So, they can eat all of this and still be vegan because they're not eating animal product.
Okay.
All kind of cakes and pies, as long as it doesn't have animal in it, they're good to go. So
okay.
Vegan plant-based means you're not eating the processed food. You're getting rid of all of that. And you're just eating just fruits, vegetables, nuts, and seeds, and you're cooking it. Or just regular vegan, you're cooking it, but you're not adding all the sugar and the, stuff like that to it. Processed.
Okay.
Yeah. So
then the raw vegan
means that you're not cooking anything. That means you're eating everything raw. And that's what I did almost 2 years, a year and 11 months ago. I transitioned to all raw.
Why? Yeah. Why?
My reason was, okay, I'm like this. I'm already doing this, and it's like I feel good, right?
Okay. Yes.
I still feel like that I just feel like I can do better and go higher. What else is happening? What else is out there? What else do I need to do? Because I feel great. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Perfect.
Yeah.
But so I was watching another documentary of someone that was raw. Karen Calabrese was the name. And she was talking about how she felt. And I'm looking at her. She's 75 years old. I was almost 75 at that time. Right? Like,
yes.
Yeah. So I said, wow, she looks great. And she's doing good. Look at her. Look at her skin. Look at it, She's telling how the energy had, and all the difference it made just going into raw vegan. So I'm sitting watching her, and I'm that kind of a person. I'm a cold turkey person. I said, okay, I'm going to try that. I'm going to try that for 30 days. That's what I said. And at that time, we were going to Savannah to see my grandchildren. Wakia and I were going together. And I was telling her we were riding, when I get back home, I'm going raw for 30 days. So I'm just studying a little bit as I ride, pulling together. Already I'm a vegan plant-based, but I'm going to go raw.
Okay.
So I did. I got back home, and that's what I started. 2 weeks down the road, I felt so good. I felt so much better. The energy, yes. the clearness, the mental clarity, the spiritual awareness. It's like everything just got bigger and higher, Energy was just out the window. So 2 weeks down the road, I made my mind up then, this is going to be it. I'm going to live like this. Why should I go back? Why should I change how I feel? I don't want to change how I feel.
Right.
I mean,
Because you're feeling the best you've ever felt in your life eating like this.
yes. And so that's what I did. And I have not gone back. This is it.
I really believe that we are dying from the food we eat. Like, even to the point now where they're like taking the seeds out of stuff. Like, how can it be good for you if it doesn't have the stuff that it's supposed to have in it? I don't know. And it just makes me feel some kind of way that I don't grow my own food like I want to. I live in an apartment. I mean, I know it could be done, but just not on the level that you do it. Because do you grow all of your food, or do you go to the store?
I still have to go to the market. So, like, it gets to a place in the garden when it's just over for the season. And like North Carolina this year, the heat was different. So it's like the garden is kind of over. I go out now. I still have eggplant in the garden. Still have tomatoes, all kind of peppers. They last forever. I still have cucumbers, So I still have those things, but a lot of other things have gone, And not only that, when I went raw, I changed my diet, my garden a little bit according to my diet, to things that I can eat raw. Because before I would grow white potatoes, sweet potatoes, but now I can't eat those. Well, I can do the sweet potatoes raw, but not the white potatoes raw, But I don't do enough potatoes to even grow them, So I changed my garden according to how I eat, But I still have to go to the market now. Like now, I still have to go.
So, okay. So before I ask this question, because it's in my brain, and I'm just like, how? Because I'm so into how food tastes, like how it tastes to me.
Oh yeah.
So if you going raw vegan, like, do you enjoy eating your food, or do you just eat your food to live? Because I hear people say that and I cringe when people say, I just eat to live. I don't live to eat. And I'm just like, yeah, but you want to enjoy your food. Do you enjoy your food, Burness?
I enjoy my food. And I feel that people that eat like that to live, I feel they don't stay on the course, because you could get tired of doing that. You got to be happy in what you're doing. I feel like if you're just going to eat it because I got to eat because I got to live, how long can you do that?
Yeah, you can't. You can't. That's just like dieting. So we have who is that? A RK Youngblood, and they said, thank you for this chat. Her story is so intriguing. I bought her book, buying 10 more for my friends. I cannot hear this story or read about it too many times. Buy the book, y'all. You heard it. Buy the book. The book is called Living Beyond Rheumatoid Arthritis. But going vegan changed more than just your arthritis. What else was a byproduct besides you got more energy? Your arthritis cleared up. So what's that? Inflammation. Because I got rheumatoid arthritis in my knees now, and I was like, oh my God, what do I have to do to get my knees back to feeling how I want them to feel? Have the cartilage and the, because I'm young. I feel like I shouldn't be having old people knees. But the idea of going raw vegan just terrifies me. And then I was like, well, maybe I can do plant-based. Like, just start out small. I believe that everybody starts somewhere, especially when you're wandering out into new territory, because that's what you did. You started out plant-based, and now you're raw vegan. And I mean, I may never be raw vegan, but I'm very open to being plant-based, even if for a little while.
Let me inform you. All the things that were healed in my body was eating cooked plant-based food. I only been raw for 2 years. But when I went raw, I was already medication free. I was already healed of rheumatoid arthritis. Rheumatoid arthritis is an immune disease. It travels the bloodstream. So you see, if it's in your knees, it can travel. And that's what the frightening thing about me. It goes through your blood. So it can cause a lot to go wrong in the body. It doesn't just stay in one place, you know. But however, I was,
When I did that, look, you see my face? I'm like, what?
yeah,
What
yeah.
happened?
It's yes, it's it. When I was diagnosed with it, the fear was that I had lupus. It travels like lupus.
I remember. Okay, yeah.
When the report came that I didn't have lupus, that it was rheumatoid arthritis, I felt like that was better. It was horrible. It really was because it travels, like I said, it travels the body. You
Yeah,
know,
because sometimes my hands will cramp up or, because I had carpal tunnel and my doctor said that could always turn into rheumatoid arthritis and, these things. And you're like, how do I control this? I don't, I feel like I'm aging. And then you see other people, you see people who are walking this walk and doing the plant-based or doing the vegan or doing, well, not the vegan because you already just explained that. And I'm like, oh, yeah. Because I do know some people that are vegan and I feel like, are they really vegan?
and see, a lot of people don't know the language. They don't know the difference. They just say it. I'm vegan. When they really research it, they find it may not be. You know.
Right.
But back to the cooked food. Everybody,
Yeah.
everybody won't transition to raw. Very few people do raw all the way and stick with it every day. You know what I mean? Some people do it for one. But believe me, let me name the things that healed in my body eating cooked plant-based food. Okay.
Okay.
So raw was another step higher for me, but I was mastering the plant-based, right? With
Yeah.
okay, the rheumatoid arthritis, high blood pressure, cholesterol, sleep apnea, acid reflux, bunions on my toes, um, obesity, all of that.
Yeah. 'Cause how much weight did you lose? You lost the whole person, huh, Burness? I remember I saw you 1 week, 1 year, and you were like your regular size, and then I saw you again, and I was like, wait a minute, what happened? Like, what happened to her? Half of her is gone. And how long did it take for that to happen? For you to, how much weight did you lose altogether?
But the total weight I've lost altogether 92 pounds. Yeah, 92. So,
But then you also got rid of all the inflammation in your system
yes, but it was
by going raw vegan.
this was gradual through the years. It perked up faster when I went raw. You know what I mean? Yeah. When I went raw vegan, the weight just it was like the extra weight just kind of left. But I was losing a little all along because see, even being plant based, you know what I mean. Your portions need to be considered what you eat.
Yes, ma'am.
Assuming to determine the weight. You don't have to lose weight because you do this life. I think
Right.
raw you lose. I feel like with raw you're just gonna lose. Eating raw stuff.
Well, of course, because And what do you do for protein under a raw vegan diet? Do you eat raw beans?
No, I don't eat raw beans.
Okay.
But my answer to that question is I do like the cow. Because everybody go to the cow trying to get a steak, get some protein. And the cow is vegan. Cow doesn't eat meat. Cow eats grass. So I cut out the middleman and just eat grass like the cow and get my protein like the cow.
Really?
Yeah. So whatever you eat has protein in it, right? Your fruits, your vegetables, you get it, but you not as much as eating a piece of meat, so you just eat more. The key to it is just eat enough to get what you need for your body. The vegetables that you eat, they're like multivitamins grown on vines, stuff like that, you eat those. It's in there, and when you eating the vegetables, you get amino acids in the body, and that's the protein that the body needs. Very few people, statistics will tell you, very few people are suffering for a lack of protein.
Okay.
You just don't find too much of that.
Because that's something my doctor was like, when I was talking to her about going plant-based. Hi, Wakia. There's a daughter. This is so good. I really love it. Because I'm learning a lot. Okay. I am being schooled right now. I saved all my questions for when you came on this show. I was like, I'm gonna ask everything because I know that I'm curious and lots of other people are curious as to how do you go about doing something, especially to me, drastic, because like I said, I think I could be a pescatarian.
Mhm.
But then I was thinking about, you watch stuff and you see they're doing everything to the water. They doing this. Every time you turn around, there's some kind of food crisis. And it makes me nervous as to what our landscape is going to be like even like 10 years from now, because now the seeds are disappearing from everything. Like I said, it's hard to find watermelons with seeds in them. And if you do, now you got to pay extra because now they charge you more money if you get the stuff with the seeds in it. Seeded watermelons, seeded grapes. The things that have seeds in them that we're used to having seeds are no longer like seedless cucumbers. Who wants a seedless cucumber? And I mean, I know some people do, but when you grew up really eating fruits and vegetables, I don't know, just the thought of it,
Mhm.
like the way they messing with the stuff that I feel like they shouldn't be messing with, it makes me a little, nervous and angry because to eat well, unfortunately, in this country, if you don't have the wherewithal to grow your own food,
Mhm.
eating healthy is expensive. And it seems like they do that on purpose. Like you could go out and get a burger for $1. But if you want to get a salad is gonna cost you $5 or $6.
Mhm.
And people that don't have money and are on a limited income, they look at that and they go, well, I can get a burger for $1 versus going out here and having to buy fruits and vegetables and it costs me like $30. Because when you're eating clean, it costs more. Unfortunately, in the United States anyway, if you're not growing your stuff. Or am I wrong? Speak to that, Ed Burness.
Yes. Well, my take on that is, um, it's expensive. I don't call it expensive to eat the way I eat. My
Okay.
eating would be expensive if I've got to buy all these fruits and vegetables, right? But then I got to go buy some steak and I got to buy some chicken. I got some butter. You know what I mean? Got to get some ice cream in the freezer. That's when it's expensive. But I promise you, you go to Aldi's, go to Food Line, go to the produce section. See, many times I go to the grocery store, I don't have to go to nothing, just the produce section.
I love Food Line
Yeah.
produce. I don't
Yeah.
like Walmart, but sorry, it's my show. I don't like Walmart produce.
Yeah.
I like Food Line. I like Harris Teeter.
Mhm.
I do like all these Trader Joe's, even though lately Trader Joe's keep popping up on these little lists they keep having. So when you go to, what's your average grocery bill per month, Auntie?
Like I had like every 2 weeks, like $70 to like $140. And every now and then I have to go back a little extra, but that's the average, like $140. I'm serious because I don't have to buy steak and eggs and chicken and you know what I mean? I
Do
don't
you season your food? Do you put
yeah,
salt and garlic and
no salt. All these years I have not been doing salt. I don't eat any salt. And I recommend that you know, if you don't have to have the salt, the doctor not telling you to eat the salt, then leave it alone. But I believe in substitutes for it, you know what I mean?
yes,
Like
ma'am. So can you do Mrs. Dash?
I can, I'm not crazy about it. I just do,
Okay.
yeah, I do celery seed, but I do celery seeds for like substitute for salt. I used to, because what happens, you train your taste buds, right?
Right.
I always say your taste buds don't have any sense at all. They're gonna go where you take them.
That's
Okay.
true.
So you
Yes.
take the salt, that's what they're gonna call for. So let the salt go and start giving them celery seeds. And you begin to like the taste of your food with the celery seed because you get what you're looking for when you go for the salt. You got it?
Got
So
it.
yeah, so like you'll find that in my book also. I have these things to transition from the salt to eating healthy. They're listed in my book. Oregano,
Okay.
celery seed, and I tell the benefits of those. You know, in other words, it's better to find something to transition to something rather than taking everything away from somebody. You do this,
Okay.
do this instead. You got to be happy in this journey. Like I
Yes.
said earlier, if you're not happy with it, you're not going to last. If
Right.
something and miserable with it, you're not going to last. So I do all I can to make my stuff taste good. I want it to look good. I want it to taste good. I do a great job at that.
Mhm.
How I hang in here. I got to be happy when I'm with my family and they're eating all this good food.
Right. So we was chowing down and my auntie had all little stuff. And
Yeah.
baby, she was in there kicking with the rest of us, eating up what she wanted to eat.
Because I had what I wanted to eat, so I was happy. But
Yes.
I show up and don't have my food and looking at all, because I remember how the food tastes. I'm not where I am looking at food, so oh, I can't stand the taste of that. Can't stand the smell of that. No, I never got to that place. It still smells good. It still look good. But I got,
Right.
yeah, ribeye steak was my favorite. But
Oh,
I play games with myself, mind games, right?
yeah.
I'll say, I'll picture a nice ribeye steak with a wheelchair sitting on top of it. So I got a choice. Yeah, yeah. That's what I've done to make it through the years. Just whatever it takes.
That
Whatever,
is a good
yeah,
trick.
yeah. I picture a wheelchair sitting on top of it, and I can soon turn from it. Because then I bounce back on my why. Why am I doing this? Why am I eating this way? Because I don't want to be in the wheelchair. I don't want to go blind. My mother was blind. I don't want
Right.
to, the medication for rheumatoid arthritis, Plaquenil, one of the side effects is to cause you to go blind. Didn't want to be blind. I have all those, I have those whys on my list. Why I'm doing this. And see, because if you got a good why, you can hang on to that when everything looks good around you. Like at the family reunion, all the good food, I know it's good. All that food look good, but I can hang on to what I have because I'm taking the time to make mine good. I got just what I want to eat.
Yes.
So I sit now, eat, and I look around at people, and my sister Julia tell me I'm crazy to even think that she said you can make your mind tell you whatever you want to tell it, you know. But I sit around and look at what they eat, and I said, "There's no way what they eat can be as good as this." You know, so she complimented me for telling my mind to think like that, but it
No,
works.
but you know what? Everything that we do is a matter of us telling our mind something. No,
Yeah.
really, because perception, I say this all the time, perception is reality. Because if you think you're a dog and you're a human being, but you think you're a dog, even though I'm looking at you and I see that you're not a dog, if in your mind, not my mind, your mind, you think you're a dog,
You
then
know.
guess what? You're a dog.
Yeah, I agree.
You know what I mean? Like people that have eating disorders. They think like people with anorexia, bulimia, they look in the mirror and they see a big person. But in reality, they're emaciated. But in their mind, they believe that they are fat. So they refuse to eat or they throw up and they do these things. And that's, like I said, you can apply that to any scenario in life. What do you believe in? Whatever you believe in, is your perception. It's your reality. It's both. And if you believe that a certain lifestyle, like you took that step, you took the extra step, you did a plant based. Then you said, "No, I feel like I could do more than this." So then you took it up a little bit, you took it a notch, and you said, "Let me try that." Yes, she is amazing, Wakia. Wakia Ellis said she's amazing. And what was the other comment? RK Youngblood says protein. I get it from grass like the cows. And that's what Aunt Burness said. She said, and taste buds don't have any sense at all. They go where you take them. The way she put those statements, I love it. So this person, evidently, Auntie, they bought your book and they are telling, thank you, Wakia. Thank you. I appreciate it. Yes, people, you need to get this book. You go to Amazon and pull up Burness C. King. Her book is called Living Beyond Rheumatoid Arthritis, and it's a real thing how she changed her life. We were going to, usually, y'all forgive me, on my old platform, I would play music and we would take a small break, just in case you need to refresh your drink, go to the restroom, whatever. We're doing something a little different this time. So we're going to take maybe like a minute or two just for people if you need to regroup, get up, run to the restroom, because people are like, oh my God, I'm trying to sit here and listen and watch. But before we go, please make sure that you go to www.iamcrazycarla.com. I now have a website, and you can go on this website and you can book me. You can book me for comedy, for podcasting, for hosting, for poetry. All of it's there. And then I don't know what's that Wakia put in there. She put an attachment. For those of you that want to get the book, is that the link for the book, Wakia? I think that's the link. So for those of you who, you want to get this book, you want to see what my Aunt Burness is talking about, okay, that is the link for the book. Go out to Amazon, get that Living Beyond Rheumatoid Arthritis by Burness King, because I'm telling you, it's going to bless your life. There's somebody watching this right now, and you're like, I've been thinking about going plant-based. Is that for me? Because I have been thinking about it. I have been considering it, especially, I'll be honest, I just got knee injections a few weeks ago because my knees are so bad now. And although it helps, it's still that, when it rains, I get the throbbing and the things and then the carpal tunnel, which is not so bad now. I drink a lot of water. I already eat a lot of fruits and vegetables because of who my mama is. My mama raised us, eating like that. Yes, and she has. Aunt Burness, you have cracked the code. Because there are so many people. I've been studying it. I looked, I was reading up on it. I like to research what the people that come on my show, I like to research what you're going to be, talking about. And I went down the rabbit hole of being a vegan, being plant-based, being pescatarian, all the different things that people do, like the Mediterranean diet, all the different things that work for different people. Okay. Mm-hmm. And then I was looking into the eating by your blood type. Mm-hmm. And it seems like out of all of these things, the plant-based lifestyle is really the healing lifestyle.
Yes. And I tried some others,
Yeah. And if you're going to do it, and you got to commit to it. I know for me, I'll probably be here crying in the floor, Auntie. You know how you say, listen. I'm like, Lord. But at the same time, if it's really going to change my quality of life,
yes,
it's something to really think about. And now you sitting up here I'm looking at your skin, Aunt Burness. Now you said a few years back when you were 75, so that means you done moved some years up. Y'all, do y'all see my auntie's skin? Do you see her? This is what I want you to understand. This is a seasoned woman. I ain't talking about 67. She's seasoned. And look at her. She looks good. She's sitting up here talking to us with all her sense in her mind. And she's living her best life. And it just makes you think, like, what do I need to do? What am I willing to sacrifice?
That's the question.
So that's my question for you. Mm-hmm. When you decided that you were going to jump into this, like you said, you did it cold turkey. Mm-hmm. Now, everybody, you got to have a certain personality type to do that anyway, because a lot of people, I found out, I didn't know this till after the fact, because, when I stopped smoking cigarettes, I stopped cold turkey. Anything that's been difficult for me, I just stopped doing it cold turkey. But my prior therapist years ago, she said, you do know only certain personality types can do cold turkey anything. Mm-hmm. She was like, everybody's not built to do things cold turkey. So in your book, do you give people options when it comes to easing into the plant-based life, going into the raw vegan? Is this all laid out in your book? What advice would you give?
Oh, yes, it is so laid out in my book, because I don't expect anyone to do like I did, because I know it's very few people that decide on Saturday they're going to go cold turkey on Monday and do it for 22 years.
Yeah.
Know that not to give me another clap,
Right.
pat on the back. You know what I mean? But I did it, and I
Right.
knew everybody. So in my book, I'm telling you how to start. Where are you? Start where you are, and let's do this.
Okay.
Let's do this. It's like I guide you through. Let's do this and do that. Change this and change that. Transition here. You know what I mean? Make this change. Make a change and move forward. Make this change and move forward. You know, and you get there. You'll see the difference. But most of all, you got to have a why. You got to have a
Uh,
strong why. So when it gets tough, it's going to get tough. It's really going to get tough. But you got a strong why you're doing it. When it
right.
gets tough, you hang on to your why and you walk through it. You got to, you know,
Right.
you got to do it. And that's the key to it. When you love yourself enough to not be miserable as you are, because I was miserable. I love myself enough to make the change. I saw where, I, I, I can barely walk. It hurts to
Right.
me. You know what I mean? I hate to get up in the morning because I don't like how I feel when I make my first steps, that kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
That.
Yeah.
So that's my why. I have my why. My biggest why is the rheumatoid arthritis, but I got all the other whys hanging in behind it. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So, so
Yes.
when I look at that food and it looks real good and you know,
Yeah.
it's good. I got my why right here. This world smells good. I go to the gym. I try to get there like 3 times a week, right? And when I walk out the door, yeah, when I yes, I do.
I am 52 years old and I have to make myself go to the gym, Auntie. And
But
you sit up here talking about you go to the gym 3 days a week.
but I make myself go. You said the right.
Right.
I
Yes,
make
ma'am.
yeah, I make myself go. Because
Wow.
when I step out of there, I'm in the middle of all this food. There's a steakhouse down the street, there's waffle, everything, chicken, everything, pizza. So when I walk out, I smell it. It smells, I say the world smells good. World smells delicious, right? So when I leave home, I got a cute square black, I have 3 bags, as a matter of fact. So every day I leave home, I'm going on a picnic. I got my purse, I got my black bag with my food in it. So when I walk out of that place, walk out of the gym, and I smell all this stuff, Texas
Yeah.
Roadhouse, this stuff, I've got, all I want to do is get to the car, start my car, and I start eating my food. I'm just going to get something to eat. And I do this daily. If I got to go to Walmart, I got something in that car I can eat because it's going to smell good as I ride to Walmart. I'm going to be tempted out there.
Yeah.
I've learned to be ahead of the temptations. That's how I live it. I mean, I do it every day. I have to.
That's a good lesson for life too. Right? Like,
Failure to plan is planning to fail. I learned that in a group I was in from a lady named
that's
Jean.
a good one.
Jean said, failure to plan is planning to fail. So every day I got to plan. I got to plan because I don't want to fail.
That's a
And I
good
don't
one.
want to be out there pitiful.
Right.
Hungry, all this food everywhere and pitiful, no food. You got to be happy on this journey, honey.
Yes, absolutely. Yes, ma'am. Well, you certainly are encouraging me and all the others. Thank you to everyone who has joined in and who is watching. We're speaking with Burness T. King, author of Living Beyond Rheumatoid Arthritis. Look, I said it this time without being tongue-tied. Living Beyond Rheumatoid Arthritis. And you can go purchase your copy on Amazon right now. It came out last week, and y'all, it's already burning up the charts because you know what? People want to change. People want to live whole. People want to live healthy. Nobody likes to be in pain. Who wants to be in pain? And one of the things I talk about in my comedy, it's not funny, but it's hilarious at the same time. You're watching TV and they show these commercials for these medicines and everybody's on there laughing and singing and playing, and then they so subtly underneath in little writing have all the stuff, the side effects.
Yes.
From you taking one thing to fix one thing and you end up with 10 other things. And it's crazy. Like you're watching people smiling, skating, boating, talking about you make it. I saw one the other day. It said you Burness, it blew my mind. They said you can get anal lesions and abruptions from some medicine that I think is don't have nothing to do with nothing, even they got anything to do with that. And you mean to tell me you want me to take this medicine and get hemorrhoids, have a stroke? Bell palsy. I once said you could get Bell palsy from taking the medicine for your foot. I'm like, what is happening? And I just don't want to be in a situation where I have to be medicated to go about my day-to-day process. And so I know that eventually I'm going to have to leave some stuff behind. And it makes me feel like that on the inside. But at the same time, I want a better quality of life. And I think a lot of people are where I am. And we're looking at you and we're seeing the glowing skin, you know, your clarity. How's your clarity since you became raw vegan?
Oh, wow. Wow. It's like turning raw vegan made such a big difference in my life. It's like I didn't realize I needed more energy. I thought I had a lot of energy. I didn't realize I needed mental clarity and spiritual clarity. But going raw brings you in aware of who you are inside. It's just like it reintroduces you to who you are inside. I feel who I am. I know who I am now. It's so much clearer. I'm a big Bible study teacher, so I sit down with the Bible to get my lesson together, and it's like it comes clearer. It comes better. You know, I can just grab it. And energy, like talking about working in my big trees and stuff like that. I go outside. I can work for 3 hours. Everybody's saying it's too hot, this and that. You know what I mean? I'll go out and I'll have like a wet towel that I put around my neck and dry it on, and have my water outside with lemon. I have a gallon of water with lemon in it, and I can just work. I can work 3 hours, and if I'll just tell myself it's time to stop, it's time to go. The energy is unreal. It is. And you know why? Well, my why is I have my own reasons to can't research and define it because I had no medical training at all. All is my own personal research that I found for, and that's what I pass on to everybody else. I let you know up front I have not had medical training in this, you know. But my reason is that when I eat raw food, I'm not cooking it and killing it, make it dead, and then eat it, because I eat it raw. It's alive. So the alive food carries me around, gives me the energy, take me where, you know, it's living, it's alive, it's taking me. But when I cook it and make it dead and I eat it, it's dead. Something dead can't carry you got to carry it. That's why people want to go to sleep when they get through eating, because you eat all the dead food, it can't carry you. It's got some enzymes working, doing something, but you know, you just get more if it's raw, you know. So that's the energy. The energy is just super increased, you know.
Okay. I'm like, oh, it's a lot to think about.
Also, I had on the photos I sent to you, you'll see I had a garter on my neck. Okay.
Yes.
It's gone. You don't see it now. It's gone. When I went raw, you know, good 8-9 months down the road, the garter gone. It cleared. I mean, so yeah. Oh yeah.
I wonder will it help with this menopause I'm going through if I just become, no, I mean, I'm serious, because my doctor was like, you know, hey, and I found too, I don't know if you encountered this when you first went raw, and we're about to wrap it up. Y'all, if you're tuning in, if you've been here, thank you so much for tuning in to this episode of Crazy Carla's Concoctions podcast with Burness King, author, minister, seamstress, quilt maker, all around good person, and my auntie. So you better like it. Go out there and get her book. She said menopause equals sweet potatoes. I do eat a lot of sweet potatoes. Is my body craving it? because I was thinking about putting one in the oven and eating it because I like to put honey on mine. I like sweet potato. I do put butter on it. I put butter, I put honey, and I put cinnamon, and I love it. That's how I like to eat my sweet potato. And I'll scrub it, and I like to eat the skin too. Like I get it real crispy, and it's kind of like eating a crackling. She talking about without the butter in the center.
Yeah. See, this is what I kind of pulled through in my book, right? Just what you described, the sweet potato, right? So all I would say, I wouldn't say, Carla, don't do this. Just don't eat it. I wouldn't say, Carla, don't eat the sweet potato. I said, just switch to butter for avocado.
You can put avocado on a sweet potato.
Yeah.
And I love avocado. Now that's something I eat every day. I eat mangoes. I eat almonds. I eat sweet potato. I mean, I eat mango, almonds, and bananas every day. Just about every day. Those are the three things I eat a lot of. Like if I don't feel like eating, and I eat peanut butter. You know, I really do appreciate that. And yes, oh, thank you, RK Youngblood, for coming on and for tuning in. Thank you for buying her book. Thank you for spreading the word about her book and this lifestyle change that she has incorporated. And I'm hoping, you know, hey, maybe I'm really considering going down this plant-based path. And I know that you're just a phone call away when I feel like I'm gonna cry, have a nervous breakdown about it. I'm gonna call my auntie. I'll be like, help me, okay? But it can be done. She's proof. And if you are interested in what she has to say and the steps she took and the things that she does, because she's already explained to you how it has changed her life, go get the book. It's on Amazon. You can get it right now. It's getting ready to be an Audible. Okay. Like, I just cannot believe this. It's just so exciting. And it gives me hope because you are never too old to do anything that you want to do.
That's right.
And so you have shown me that time and time again throughout your life. You have started a boutique. You over there boutiquing it. You just go from, hey, I want to do this. I want to do this. I want to do this. But you always do the things that help you evolve to be higher and a better person. And Auntie, I thank you for being that auntie for me. I thank you for being the auntie that has shown me what grace and elegance is like. You're very straightforward. You're very caring. You always take care of who you love. And that means a lot, you know? So if y'all get the opportunity, please go check out this book. Go get this book. Thank you for everyone who tuned in. Auntie, tell them where they can find you. You also have a Facebook. Tell them about your Facebook pages because that helped me. I did the fruit. I did the fruit thing a few times. And whenever I do it, I will admit, I feel better. And you know what I noticed too? When I was doing the fruit, I wasn't having hot flashes as much.
Oh, I wanted to tell you, I don't even know what hot flashes are. I'm 75, going on 76. I don't know what they are. I promise you I don't. And my doctor always said it was my diet. I've never had a hot flash. It's all about what you eat, how you eat, you know.
I wish I could say.
I don't know
I'm saying with the ACO Alaska as we speak. Because at any given moment, I can bust into spontaneous combustion and feel like I'm about to just catch on fire.
When I hear women talk about it, I listen, but I don't even know what they're talking about. I don't know what it is.
Auntie, that's a blessing. Tell people where to find you on social.
Okay, my Facebook group is Miss Burness at Faithfully Raw. MS Burness at Faithfully Raw. And we're starting fruit feast in there right now. So it'll be, in fact, Sunday night is our meetup time. So if you go to join the group, I'll accept you in. You hear all about the fruit feast. I say feast because we're going to be feasting on fruit rather than fasting. Rather than fruit fast, we say fruit feast. I learned that from a good friend of mine. So we
Okay.
fruit feast. We do the preparation week coming up, starting Monday, and
Yes.
then it actually starts the next week with preparation week, getting ready for it because you got to get your body ready to receive the fruit. You know, you don't just start eating all the fruit. You've been eating processed food, so we get cleaned up for it. So we start that. But please check the group out. MSBURNESS at Faithfully Raw.
Y'all heard it here. So you're gonna go get Living Beyond Rheumatoid Arthritis on Amazon by Burness King. You're gonna buy it for yourself. You're gonna buy it for your friends. You're gonna buy it for your family. You're gonna go follow her on Facebook at Miss Burness at Faithfully Raw.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and you'll find her page out there. And you know what, y'all? Happy healing, happy eating. Congratulations, Aunt Burness.
Thank you.
I'm very proud of you for sharing your wealth of this with the world, sharing your knowledge about this with the world. We appreciate you.
Thank you. And I thank you for having me here. I've enjoyed it. Just being with people and communicating. I've enjoyed being here. Thank you again. And again,
Oh,
for having me.
thank you.
Mhm.
All right, y'all. Well, episode 116 of Crazy Carla's Concoctions is now coming to an end. I'll catch you the next time. Episode 117. I hope you all have a wonderful weekend and a great upcoming week. Peace.
Bye-bye.
Thanks for hanging. Hope you